Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today, we're talking about the newly purchased Scarifier, the Mac Allister MSRP1800 3-raker and Scarifier. This is the Scarifier. It weighs 16 kilograms, has a working width of 37 centimeters, and comes with 2 drums. One drum with blades, 20 blades, essentially 10 double blades. And another drum with spring tines, containing 22 spring tines. If you want to go into more detail on how they are used, you will find a video in the description where I presented residential lawn scarification, when, how, and with what to do it, as well as tips and tricks, and very importantly, the variables we must consider during scarification. Now, let's continue talking about this Scarifier. The Scarifier has 5 levels, plus 1 centimeter, minus 3 millimeters, minus 6 millimeters, minus 9 millimeters, and minus 12 millimeters, which will help with a taller height cut lawn. Normally, the scarified lawn is mowed to around 2 to 3 centimeters, which is recommended, but some of you don't want to cut it below 4 centimeters. So, this type of Scarifier will definitely help you, and it also has a power of 1800 watts, which is enough for a lawn cut even at 4 centimeters to be scarified easily. This Scarifier has a working width of 37 centimeters, which will be fine for most residential lawns, provided we use it gradually, as with all electric tools. We don't do 200 square meters at once. We use it for about plus or minus 50 square meters, collect the debris, and take a break. This is to extend the motor's lifespan. The operating speed of this Scarifier is 3,200 rotations, at a power of 1800 watts, so it will be powerful enough for small and medium residential lawns. Another important aspect that made me buy this Scarifier is that it folds up very easily. It saves a lot of space, especially for those of you with a small storage area. The Scarifier's drums are very easy to change using this system, the quick change system. It's very intuitive. You won't need screwdrivers, screws, Allen keys, or any other tools to help with the change. It's done very simply. Insert. Clip. There are 2 safety clips, and it's ready to go. Very simple, right? For the testing, I've prepared these sticks numbered from -3 to -12 millimeters, with each level and each step to be tested with the 2 drums. On this side, we'll test with spring tines, and on this side, with blades, to see how deep and how each drum works at each level. But before the test, let's see the noise level generated by this Scarifier. We will test it at ground level and at the user level. We will test it without load because that's when it will generate the most noise. Under load, the noise is lower. For this, we will use a decibel meter. And we'll start the test. (102.5 decibels at ground level). The Scarifier itself shows 103 decibels, and will also test at the user level. We will perceive 86 decibels. And now, let's run the tests. Let's see at -3. There wasn't much grass left here due to disease, but it slightly scraped the soil. Here it barely removed anything, and this is -6. Let's move to -9 and then -12. Here is -9, it pulled out quite a bit of dried grass. And at -12, it seems to have worked best, even reaching the soil where you can feel it tearing small pieces from the ground. Now, let's test with the blades. Let's see up close. At -3, it practically removed about the same as the spring tines do at -12. At -6, it's already working very seriously, you can see there's a lot of material. At -9, things change significantly, there's a lot of material, and the soil has started to tear up the surface layer really well. At -12, it effectively rips into the ground. I recommend -9 or -12 if you're planning to overseed. You can see actual chunks of soil being ripped out. As you saw in the testing part, it seems to do its job very well. The power is noticeable, especially with the spring tines at -12 and the blades at -9 and -12. At -12, it removes a lot and tears the surface soil. One thing I'd like to mention is that this basket has a 45L capacity, which I find completely useless. I never use the basket because after just a few meters, you need to empty it. So, scarify first, then rake and clean up, and after you've cleaned, you can go over it again with the lawnmower at the same height you initially mowed. This is because some grass blades tend to grow horizontally, the Scarifier lifts them, and then you can mow and level the lawn. With all that said, it just has to pass the test of time and usage. Until next time, remember that a beautiful lawn year-round is prepared the autumn before. Tomorrow will be September 1st, the start of autumn and lawn work. Goodbye.